Hi parents, welcome back to Lingobaby. And if you're new here, I'm Julie. I am documenting our journey preparing to raise a little one in a multilingual home. As a soon-to-be first-time mom, I've spent a lot of time wondering what is the right thing to do, especially when it comes to raising our child in Vietnamese, Mandarin Chinese, and English. That's when I found this book, The Bilingual Edge, written by two researchers who also happen to be parents. And it completely reshaped the way I think about raising a multilingual child. I found this book really helpful, so if you want to check it out, I'll leave a link in the description. So, in this video, I'm sharing with you 5 research-backed takeaways and the myths they helped me to get rid of. Takeaway 1, you don't have to be fluent to teach a language. This was a huge relief. In the book, the authors share stories of parents who spoke a language imperfectly and still created fun, rich, language-filled environments for their kids. Even parents with limited language skills or imperfect grammar or pronunciation can use it with their infants and babies. What counts is that children hear and are exposed to the language in their everyday lives. So singing songs, using picture books, even just greeting your child in that language regularly, all of it counts. Fluency certainly helps, but what matters more? Your consistency, enthusiasm, and willingness to keep going, even if you make mistakes. Takeaway number 2, language mixing is normal and healthy. Wait, but won't they get confused if we speak more than one language? This was definitely one of my biggest fears. Keep in mind we're not mixing 2, but 3 languages in our household. And my husband picked up Cantonese recently, so that might be 4. And apparently I was not alone in worrying about this because I saw this concern being expressed by so many parents in different community groups. But the research is clear. It is not a problem. In fact, it's a normal stage of bilingual development. As the authors write, mixing does not mean your child is confused. And children as young as 2 are able to figure out that they're dealing with 2 different languages. Mixing is temporary and often strategic, and it certainly does not mean your child is confused. In fact, some researcher believes that it shows flexibility and creativity. Takeaway number 3 is never too early or too late. We've all heard the phrase, the earlier the better. And you might be thinking, I waited too long to teach my kid a second language, I'm too late. The research says it's a myth. While it's true that young kids might pick up pronunciation more easily, older learners often learn faster when it comes to grammar and vocabulary. The research also suggests that children of all ages, including teenagers and adults, can successfully learn another language. Anybody of any age can pick up another language, it just takes a different approach. So, whether you're starting from birth or thinking about starting next year, the best time to start is now. Takeaway 4, quality matters more than quantity. I was really stressing about how much language input would our child need. Would 30 minutes a day be enough? What if we couldn't maintain full immersion? As it turns out, quality matters more than quantity, as always. What seems to matter is not what children are explicitly taught, but that they're exposed to language in day-to-day life. Even short, focused, meaningful interactions or reading a bilingual bedtime story can be incredibly powerful. In fact, language learning happens best when it's pleasurable, intimate, and interwoven into real life. And takeaway number 5, bilingualism offers lifelong benefits. This one might not be that surprising and is one of the reasons why we're so committed to raising our child multilingual. Bilingualism does not just help with languages. It has been linked to better cognitive flexibility, stronger executive function, and even delayed onset of dementia later in life. And socially, it helps children to connect to more people, more cultures, and more perspectives. Emotionally, it can be such a powerful part of identity and belonging, especially in multicultural families like ours. And here is one of my favorite quotes from the book. Language is interwoven with who we are and how we relate to others. So, even if this journey feels messy, challenging, imperfect at times, it's going to be so worth it. So, if you're wondering whether to raise your baby with more than one language, I hope this video has given you both the science and the encouragement to say yes. If you like what I have to share so far, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share this with a parent you know. And leave a comment below to tell us which languages are spoken in your family. I also designed a free language boost chart for you and your baby. You can find it in the description and the top comment below. Thank you so much for being here, and hope to see you next time.